Now today we are at the Canadian Grand Prix for round 5 of the Formula 1 2003 career mode as we kick on from a pretty decent Monaco. If you haven't seen the last episode, guys, then go check it out. I'll leave a link up in the top right without jumping into any major spoilers. But I do want to say a massive thank you for the support, guys, on this series so far. 4 episodes in and we are killing it. So if you guys are going to enjoy this episode, leave a like. Let's try and smash over 1,000 likes. Subscribe for more and let's see what happens as we jump into things at the circuit Gilles Villeneuve.
After yesterday's incredible qualifying, there's no doubt we're in for an intense race here in Montreal. And I think we're just about ready to begin. We'll be seeing top speeds of around 210 miles an hour here at the Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, with around 2/3 of the lap taken at full throttle. High-speed chicanes spell potential danger, especially at the infamous Wall of Champions. And watch out for overtaking into the hairpin and the final chicane. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
Well, the throttle goes both ways, Crofty. You've got to have the discipline not to try and win the race on the first lap. So always be prepared to lift early and give those around you more space. Trying to be the last of the late breakers with half a dozen cars around you may pay off from time to time, but it's also a great way to lose your front wing.
Let's run you through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Good job yesterday from Valtteri Bottas. The Finn starts from pole position, and it's Lewis Hamilton alongside. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Norris, Sainz, Alexander Albon, and Vettel, Leclerc, Perez, Stroll, and Esteban Ocon, Ricciardo, Gasly, Kimi Raikkonen, and Kvyat, Giovinazzi, Latifi, George Russell, and Kevin Magnussen. Grosjean and Max Verstappen completes the grid. Which of these talented drivers will come out on top today?
Okay, so you might be wondering, why did it just show the grid rundown and where is qualifying and why am I P20? So, long story short, I messed up. I thought I pressed record on my gameplay and I didn't. So, to summarise what happened in qualifying, I was in P4 and then I crashed. It was a weird one, but in Canada, in the middle sector, there's a little right-left chicane just before the hairpin and there's a shadow under the bridge. And going through that shadow, I just clipped my front left wheel and it ripped off my entire suspension. So we are starting from last place in this race, again 2 in a row, and I'm also running 110 AI for this race. I've cranked up the difficulty, so we're going to be running it a bit higher this race and we're going to turn it up to max to see what happens. So from now on it should be about 108 for qualifying, or maybe even 109 and 110 for the race. In terms of the strategy, no rain expected. It's going to be a very simple one-stop strategy. Fuel wise, I'm going for 18 laps on the nose, no more, no less, because fuel seems to be quite easy to save with this car. So yeah, we're going to jump into things. We're going to see if we can turn it around. It's going to be crucial that we get at least 5 or 6 cars in the first lap to try and make up some progress early doors. So let's jump into it. And again, damage limitation for the championship, as we twice in a row now have messed up our qualifying. Okay, here we go. Let's rev it up and get ready for the 5 lights. Lights out and away we go. Oh, I've bogged down a little bit there. Not enough revs, just being a bit too safe. Easy does into turn 1. We're going to see if we can try and send it and launch it around the outside of 2. Always a bit of space here. And there we go. We've got past the Minardis. We've got Fisichella up ahead. We're going to have a look around the outside, which should give us the inside. There we go. Damatra up next, and then it's Ralph Furman. We're going to go up the inside of the Toyota. Absolutely yeet it up the inside there. And we're P16. So good start so far. Making up a few places. Let's try and get Furman into the hairpin. That's where I crashed right there in qualifying, by the way. On the left hand side, I just clipped the wall and it ripped off my entire left front suspension. My front wing remained intact, believe it or not. That's a big old lunge there. I'm going to get my nose cut off by Panis, so I had to get out of that. But we managed to just ruffle Pizzonia's feathers a little bit there. We're going to see if we can pass him on the back straight. Oh yes, look at the speed on the straight. The Mercedes V10 powering through. Up the inside we go. And we're P14, so great first lap. Making up 6 places and getting ourselves right in the mix early on. Let's see if we can make up a few more on lap 2 and get into that top 10 already and just make that progress. At the moment, both Ferraris, you can see on the minimap in the turquoise, they're just really pulling away already here, so it's not looking good for the Drivers and Constructors Championships, but we'll try and do something about that as we got the inside. Oh my goodness me, I've got wing damage. That's not good, Chief. I'm going to be in trouble here. I tried to have a look. I should have probably got out of that, but Panis completely...
Box. We're adjusting the strategy.
Yeah. We'll have a look at that, Jeff. But yeah, Panis completely cut off my nose there. I feel okay though. I don't feel too slow, so we're going to stay out for now. At least for a couple of laps. Up the inside, we've got Webber and Button throwing down ahead of us here. That's a good exit though from me. I think we might be able to pick them both up here with the double toe. Look at the speed. Oh yes. And straight up to P11. What a start to the race. Right, let's stay out. The wing damage doesn't feel that bad, so we can drive through this. It's not a big issue. Oh my god, that was pretty close to Jacques Villeneuve there. The home hero, of course. Almost losing my front wing. I'm trying to look for a space to get by. I think we might get another double here. We're going to get a bit of a toe from Frentzen. We're going to box Villeneuve in and get them both. There we go. And we're through. Up into P9. So we are flying right now. Up next, Nick Heidfeld. It's going to be a personal best. And it is on 110 AI, by the way. I'm just going to quickly do a verification for you guys so you can see we are on 110 now. So I think we're just getting better with this car now. We're getting used to it more, which is to be expected after 5 rounds. But let's go after Nick. Quick Nick, as they call him. Ooh, bit of an incident ahead. Both Williams BMWs caught up there. They're battling quite heavily, and they're both losing time as a consequence of that battling. You can see here they're side by side again. And actually Heidfeld trying to go around my outside here. We're going to have to just squirt the throttle on there to keep him behind us. But both of these Williams are losing a lot of time right now with this battling, and I'm trying to find a way through. Proves to be a little bit difficult, but I think we might go for the send here on Montoya. Oh no, get out of it, get out of it, get out of it. Thought I was a little bit rude there. I thought I was entitled to a bit of room on the inside, but Montoya thought otherwise. We're going to try and pass him maybe into the hairpin, as that allows Ralf Schumacher to just pull away a little bit. I can notice the understeer on the front wing, but it's not major. I struggle in certain corners. We're going to try and go the long way round on Juan Pablo here. Try and get that traction down. Yes, perfect. Lovely move. But will Montoya re-overtake here? Looks like he will. He's got the toe. He goes to the outside. We're going to have to go defensive into the final chicane. We're going to just take the line. There we go. And we're now P7. Ralf Schumacher's next. DC running in P3 right now. He's not letting the Ferraris get away too much, which is good to see. I'm probably going to pit a little bit earlier. I need to get a front wing change, so I want to try and undercut people. So we'll box in like a lap's time, probably lap 7. So we're on for a personal best here. One of the Minardis just retired. It was, I believe, Justin Wilson. And we're down to 19 runners now as we set a new personal best by half a second. 12.1. We're going to box this lap, I think, and try and undercut everyone with a fresh front wing and fresh tyres.
Understood. Stopping this lap.
And just see if we can make up for lost time, really, because we need to try and somehow get into that top 5 fight. I just wonder if we can make things a little bit awkward for Ralf Schumacher here. I don't think we can. I think we're a little bit too far back. I was hoping to kind of disturb him a little bit into the final chicane. But we're going to box this lap then, so let's bring her in, get that front wing change sorted out. Had to get on the brakes there, lost a little bit of time, but that's okay. Right, important phase of the race. We need a quick turnaround here from the boys. Here we go. Front wing change at the ready. Come on, fellas, let's go. Quick, 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 quick. Go, 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 go. 8.2. That's not actually that bad. The retirement was actually Ralph Furman in the Jordan, by the way, so we've confirmed that now. So I'm expecting everyone in around lap 9, so we've got 2 laps here to undercut and give it everything. So let's send it. fresh rubber going to the end. Front wing back on the kart. Let's just go full beans and try and undercut Ralph and maybe even get close to the Renaults in the top 5. One of the Ferraris is in the pit lane, actually one of the Renaults as well. So yeah, some of the cars are pitting. One of the Williams as well. Not sure which one it is, so we'll find out shortly. Let's stay on board here. I'm also on for a fast lap of the race. Let's see what lap time it is. To the final chicane. Full send through there. Should be maybe a high, no not a high 10, but a low 11 should be. There we go, 11.2. It's Juan Pablo Montoya, so Schumacher stayed out for one more. Ralf Schumacher that is. And we're only just out ahead of Juan Pablo, so we haven't gained a lot. Obviously the front wing change would have cost us some time. But one more strong lap and we should start undercutting people, I think. So now the big boys are in the pit lane. Let's see if we manage to undercut Ralf Schumacher. I think it's going to be really close. Or maybe not. I think he's already leaving the pit exit, to be fair. It's going to be a new fastest lap though. There is Ralph. So considering we had a wing change, we didn't lose that much. We're still in the race. So let's push on now. Still got a few laps to go, so we can definitely get something out of this. Oh, brushing the wall of champions there. It's going to be yet another fastest lap. 3 in a row. 1.9 behind Ralph. Let's see if we can maybe get him this lap. Oh, there's a second warning. Gotta be careful now. I really don't want a penalty. That's going to just ruin my race again. Seems like the 110 AI is starting to settle in now. We're not really super fast compared to previous races. Like the gap to the Renaults hasn't really changed. DC though, right on the back of one of the Ferraris for P2. So hopefully he can salvage some points for the constructors. But we're going to go for the move here on Ralph. We're going to go to the inside. He doesn't defend it, so we're going to use that to go through. A little bit hot on the brakes there, run it in a bit wide, but we'll get the cut back and the better exit. It's going to be a drag race now down towards the final chicane. Who's got the horsepower? BMW versus Mercedes. Looks like we're just starting to edge it. DC setting a new fastest lap. It's going to be closer side by side. I've got to leave a bit of space, but we're through. And we've made the move now, so we're P6 in this race. Can we get anything else out of this? I'm not convinced, but we'll try and hunt down Trulli anyways and see if we can pick him up maybe for a top 5. Oh, we've got yellow. That's behind. That's Montoya slowing down. Could we get a late twist in the towel here? Possible late safety car. Looks like we're not going to get one. Second retirement of the race after Furman, but no safety car. Or virtual safety car, so the race continues on. I'm not really dropping Ralph that much. Pace is pretty much the same as the Renault, so I do think this is where we're going to finish, and it's going to be back-to-back P6s. Another personal best. Pretty decent improvement, but it's not going to be a fastest lap, which is what I was going for. The good news is the Renaults have bunched up again, but I need them to battle very heavily for me to get anything out of this. I need Trulli and Alonso to throw down quite seriously. Oh, what a great final chicane that was. Another personal best. I'm still pushing. I'm trying my hardest. New fastest lap. Hopefully we do get the extra point and no one else beats that. But I don't think that Renaults are battling at the moment, which is a real shame. Well, there we go then. I tried it. It didn't work. Which Ferrari is going to win? It's going to be Barrichello again. DC though is going to get a decent second place. And Michael Schumacher will finish in third. Bouncing back after DNFing in Monaco, and we're going to come through for another P6 and seemingly with the fastest lap, so I'll take that, but not a good race. Bit of a shame really.
So, another fantastic victory for the Silver Arrows. Anthony Davidson, what helped them deliver this result, do you think?
I think that smart tyre management on track and very smooth driving definitely assisted in their victory today. That combination meant they got the absolute maximum out of their tyres at all times.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Well, there we go then. Looking at the final results, Barrichello picks up the win ahead of DC and Michael Schumacher. Both Renaults in the top 5 with Alonso ahead of Trulli. We finish in P6 with the fastest lap. Ralf Schumacher P7 ahead of Jacques Villeneuve in his home race, in 8th ahead of Frentzen and Jenson Button riding out the top 10. Missing out on the points, Webber, Hardfeld, D'Amata, Panis, Pizzonia, Justin Wilson, Fisichella, Verstappen and then Montoya and Furman out of the race. We look at the driver standings and we are 4th right now. Alonso manages to draw level on points but overtakes based off, I'm guessing, better results. Barrichello though leading the way right now, 97 points for him, looking very, very decent. Michael Schumacher up to 5th as well, overtaking his brother. And then we look at the constructors and we are 15 points behind Ferrari, who extend their lead, and it's looking like a two-way fight there, to be honest with you. Either way, it's been a decent episode, a decent bit of work done, but we're gonna move into the next round, guys. But hopefully you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like, subscribe for more, as I mentioned in the intro, and as always, a big shout out to the channel members for supporting my content. Finally, check out the 2 videos on screen if you have missed them. But that's it from me here today, guys, and I'll see you all next time.